Ugh, ads are such poop. Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more for just $1 a month. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. And hey, we're on Patreon too. Your support helps cover the cost of running a podcast. For $2 a month, you can get early access to all our episodes ad-free, plus bonus episodes exclusive to Patreon subscribers only. Visit patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse to sign up now.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Listen to The Alarmist, a comedy podcast where we discuss history's greatest tragedies and find out who's to blame. They kept putting off the safety tests.
Like people knew what nuclear power was? It's so crazy.
Again and again, it says that Selena maintained her relationship with Saldivar because she needed paperwork for her taxes. Are taxes to blame? Henry VIII and his daddy issues are going to the Alarmist jail. My name is Rebecca Delgado Smith, and I am the Alarmist.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Yeah, Asa stopped trusting in God and stuff, and then, he didn't like things that his seer said, and then he got foot rot and died.
Yeah, and he was buried in a bed perfumed with sweet spices and fragrant ointments.
Awesome.
That's how I want to be buried.
Is it really?
Yeah. I want sweet spices and fragrant ointments to go into my mix because I'm going to be cremated.
Got it. I was thinking cannon off of a cliff.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like a clown car kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, cremate me first.
Right.
But then,
So then your ashes and bone bits rain down on everybody?
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so that was 2 Chronicles chapter 16.
Sure as fuck was.
Which I have to apologize, came out very late. I swore I posted it last night, and then I had a really long day at work today.
And so just now I was like, hey, I'm not seeing it in my cast box. What the fuck?
Yeah, so then I went and looked, and it wasn't there. And I'm like, what? What alternate universe is this?
Yeah.
So anyway, again, I apologize. The 2 Chronicles chapter 16 came out a bit late.
Well, it came out on the correct day, at the end of the day.
Just barely.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was 2 Chronicles chapter 16, and today we're going to be reading
2 Chronicles chapter 17, and I promise I will beat him with a whip and make sure that it gets actually published on time.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this.
Okie dokie.
Today Tix is your one-stop shop for theater tickets with the best value on tickets to Broadway and beyond. Just download the app or visit their website to get access to exclusive pre-sales, day of discounted tickets, and more. Find tickets in New York, London, Chicago, LA, DC, and other cities around the world. Plus amazing deals for the holiday season. Use promo code ComedyTix to get $10 off your first Today Tix purchase at todaytix.com/ComedyTix. That's todaytix, TIX.com/ComedyTix.
Okay, 2 Chronicles chapter 17.
Okay.
We are going to learn more about Jehoshaphat.
Can you say that again for me?
Jehoshaphat.
Okay, Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
it.
at first in my head it was going to be Jehoshaphat.
Got
'Cause
it. But it's Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Jehosh. But I had a hard time changing this to sh.
You had to catch yourself mid-word?
Yeah.
Mid-name?
Yeah.
Got it.
And you know how my brain doesn't flip over real fast?
Or do names.
Yeah.
At least Bible names.
Yeah. So between the two, I was like, I'm fucked.
Right.
Okay. So then Jehoshaphat, Asa's son, became the next king.
Okay.
Because that's the way that goes.
Yeah, die of foot rot, and then your son takes over.
Yeah.
Yep.
He strengthened Judah to stand against any attack from Israel. Eddie.
Yep.
He stationed troops in all the fortified towns of Judah, and he assigned additional garrisons to the land of Judah and to the towns of Ephraim that his father Asa had captured.
Okay.
The Lord was with Jehoshaphat because he followed the example of his father's early years and did not worship the images of Baal.
It's funny. You remember in like First Kings or Second Kings, whenever this was, they went back and forth. There was a king that would be doing God's work, but then the next king would be like, nope, and then yep, and then nope. But in this one, he's like, well, he did God's work most of the time.
Right.
But not the entire time.
Yeah.
So he's really glossing over some of the just generalizations that they made in Kings versus now he's like, they're not all bad.
And they're not really all good.
Right.
I mean, in this case, I guess I'm like, okay.
But I'm guessing that they were
cool
all
chronicler.
bad.
Yeah.
And like, he's just like, how can we make it not all bad?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's being a little bit more honest, but not much, honestly.
Yeah.
And he lied so many other places that
I don't trust him
can't
for
possibly.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, Jehoshaphat,
Yes.
sought his father's God and obeyed his commands instead of following the evil practices of the kingdom of Israel.
Yeah, those evil ways of Israel.
Yeah. Those.
Where they worship the same God, but just with
Israelites.
idols.
Do you see why I have like a really hard time? Because I'm like, wait, Israel is Israelites.
Right.
And that's why, like, for the longest time, I did not understand that, no, but it's the Judah kingdom that is the quote-unquote good guys.
Yeah, I mean, before reading the Bible, I never knew that there was any distinction between different sects of the
same fucking God
the Israelites, for God's sakes.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, I'm having a really hard time with it, even knowing.
Because they get referred to as God's chosen people, right? Not this portion was God's chosen people.
Right.
The whole lot of them.
The whole lot of them. And so it's just really weird. It feels very weird.
Right.
To be saying, oh, but not these Israelites.
Right.
The ones that were in Israel. They were bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're conditioned to think of Israel as, nope, that's where the Jewish people go. That's
Right.
the good ones. Everything's good about the Jewish and Israel.
Right.
And it's like, no, apparently not.
Right.
Okay, sorry, I'm really bad with history and geography, so this is just like, I can't help it. It's just still blowing my mind.
Yep.
Okay, so the Lord established Jehoshaphat's control over the kingdom of Judah. All the people of Judah brought gifts to Jehoshaphat, so he became very wealthy and highly esteemed. These kings, they are always getting gold and shit.
Yeah.
And it's not like they need it.
No.
He was deeply committed to the ways of the Lord. Yeah, if people brought me all kinds of gold and presents and stuff, I guess I would say that I was, yeah, sure, I'm for sale.
Right. Yeah.
He removed the pagan shrines and Asherah poles from Judah that, several kings before him had already fucking done. So
Yeah,
I
how
don't
many
understand.
times can you do that?
Every
It's
time
like an
there's a new
ongoing,
king.
never-ending project.
Yeah. They always say they got them all. And then it's like
nope.
The next one got them all. But they never say there was one left.
Right.
And they searched everywhere for it.
No, I feel like they keep popping up new,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
I keep thinking that they're just always there.
That too. Yeah.
And they might go through one little neighborhood and be like, hey, take that shit down.
Right.
But not across the kingdom.
Right.
It's not like they had social media and cell phones.
Right.
In the 3rd year of his reign, Jehoshaphat sent his officials to teach in all the towns of Judah.
Okay.
Judah. These officials included Ben-Hail, Obadiah, Zechariah, Nethanel, and Micaiah. He sent Levites along with them, including Shemaiah, Nathaniah, Zebediah, Asahel, Shemiramoth, Jehonathan, Adoniah, Tobiah, and Tabadaniah.
Okay.
He also sent out the priests Elishama and Jehoram.
Okay.
They took copies of the book of the law of the Lord.
Oh.
Copies.
Damn, he's being smart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, according to this,
He
bit.
traveled around through all the towns of Judah teaching the people.
I mean, this is one way to make sure that people actually do learn what's in this shit so they stop worshiping other gods.
They had copies made, though?
Yeah.
I'm surprised about that.
This is crazy.
This is the first time that we've heard that there was a copy made.
Yeah.
Much less multiple copies.
They're printing a portion of the Bible, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we could know that there were probably, like, the priestly works doing their little monkly scroll copying things.
Talk about having a first edition.
Right? Damn. Then the fear of the Lord fell over all the surrounding kingdoms, so that none of them wanted to declare war on Jehoshaphat.
Okay.
Because, he's doing goody God stuff.
Yeah, he's teaching people about, God.
Go gadget God stuff.
Okay.
Some of the Philistines brought him gifts and silver as tribute, and the Arabs brought 7,700 rams and 7,700 male goats.
I bet he slaughtered those things.
It doesn't say.
Oh.
So Jehoshaphat became more and more powerful and built fortresses and storage cities throughout Judah. He stored numerous supplies in Judah's towns and stationed an army of seasoned troops at Jerusalem. His army was enrolled according to ancestral clans. From Judah, there were 300,000 troops organized in units of 1,000 under the command of Adnah.
Okay.
Next in command was Jehohanan. Jehohanan.
Okay.
Banana.
Yeah.
Who commanded 280,000 troops. Next was Amasiah, son of Zikri, who volunteered for the Lord's service with 200,000 troops under his command. From Benjamin, there were 200,000 troops equipped with bows and shields. They were under the command of Eliada, a veteran soldier. Veteran.
Yeah.
He was a veteran.
Yep.
That means he had fought in many wars, probably.
Or at least one.
That's true. Next in command was Jehozabad, who commanded 180,000 armed men. These were the troops stationed in Jerusalem to serve the king. Besides those, Jehoshaphat stationed in the fortified towns throughout Judah. The end.
Okay. Well, I don't really know what to say. It just sounds like he was doing teaching and fortifying and, prepping for people that might fight him. Mm-hmm. And he's doing good so far, I guess. And
it is kind of cool to know that they were actually copying the law and sending those copies out to teach the people.
No, we've complained before. We're like, how are these people supposed to know what to do if you don't just,
instruct them?
Right. Yeah.
And not threaten them with leprosy.
Of course they're going to follow you, but they don't even know what following you means.
Right.
So, what? That's why you're having issues, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, he actually sent people out and taught and made copies, and that's interesting.
That is kind of cool to know. I would like to learn more about that.
I mean, if we're looking for a Q&A, that might be something to look into.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And
I don't know how far that we can go with that.
It's not the most interesting, but it is interesting.
And we like books, you know. So
I like books.
First edition Bible thing,
I like words.
Right.
Words are good.
Yeah. So anyway, that was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
When that was 2 Chronicles chapter 17.
Sure as fuck was.
And tomorrow we will be back again with
2 Chronicles chapter 18.
See you guys then.
Boy.
Hey wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my god. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks!
Okay, bye.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Dungeons and Daddies is a comedy podcast where we play Dungeons and Dragons and improvise a storyline as we go.
It's about 4 teens basically trying to fight off an extraterrestrial chaotic god that is creating monsters in their high school. It's a little bit Buffy, it's a little bit Lovecraft, it's a little bit Mad Max, and it's a whole lot of John Hughes.
So relatable.
It's a very relatable podcast that you will like and you will listen to.
Hey everyone, this is Will Campos. I just want to say Matt Arnold and I are also on the podcast, but it felt like you guys had a good vibe going, so I didn't want to jump in.
Thank you, Will. Listen to Dungeons and Daddies. It's a podcast.
And
Find
there's
it.
a woman. Sorry.
But only one!
Listen to Dungeons and Daddies wherever you listen to podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.